All right, so we're going to start at the back. Once again, apologize for the wind. So we get LED taillights. I love these taillights. I wish they would bring something like this to the Tundra with the black background in it. They're very good looking, body colored bumpers. There's not much chrome on the outside of this. There's just the 4Runner logo, which is cool. Privacy glass. This slides all the way down. So if you have a dog or something, this is perfect for them. Let's open up the trunk before we go around. A very nice big trunk. All right, and it's even tall, so you're going to be able to fit whatever you got to fit in here. Those seats fold all the way down. In the SR5 and Limited, you can get a third row seat. Also available here, because I know a lot of people are worried about putting certain things on the fabric here, or on the carpet. There is a sliding tray available. So if you load something heavy or groceries, whatever, you can load them on, and then when you get home, slide it all the way out, and it's easier instead of leaning in and out of the truck. So this is definitely a big cavernous trunk space if that is what you were looking for. And once again, those seats go all the way down to make it flat. Also, I'm not sure how good you're going to be able to see this, but you have a wiper on this rear window. It tucks all the way up under this cool looking spoiler. You obviously have some roof racks for your adventures, whatever you want to put up there, bike, canoe, kayak, whatever you got. TRD Offroad logo. It's actually in the same color of the vehicle. It's not shiny at all. Privacy glass in the back again, color keyed all the way around. Gotta love it. And here we go with the unique TRD wheels, which I absolutely love these wheels. You got yourself some Bridgestone Dueler. They're not bad. Maybe a little more tread if you're going to do some serious off-roading here. But these, my friends, are 17s, of course. So I don't know if you want to get a little bit bigger or that's good for you. I think they look really good on the vehicle as is. Moving on to the front, you get these steps here. So you got your color keyed mirrors. We're color keyed all the way around. Color keyed fender flares there, projector headlights, fog lights, and the front end that you either love or hate. So comment below the video and let me know what you think. Fake hood scoop, but I definitely think it gives it a very good look. Before we get started on the interior, there is one thing I got to say about the exterior of this 4Runner. It's very basic, and I think that's one of the best parts about it. There's not a lot of chrome. It's pretty much body color, everything straight to the point. I absolutely love the wheels on this. The TRD off-road wheels look really good. It's just a very basic exterior. There's not a lot of crazy stuff going on, but I'm telling you, I love the look of it. And I know there are guys out there and girls out there who cannot stand the front end of this vehicle. I love the look of it. I think it's very unique, but I know there are a few of you that don't like it. But for me, overall, the outside of this vehicle is just all business, straight to the point. So for me, that is definitely a win. I don't really like those exteriors on certain cars or certain SUVs where there's just too much going on. This is, like I said, straight to the point. Take me off-road, take me to where you want to go. Here we are checking out the interior now. So the back seats, nice and big. I'm 6 foot. Let's get on in here. And my seat is all the way back for me as a driver, and there's still a lot of room here. And up here, headroom, ton of room here. And if the seat is a little bit further forward, even more room. And you can sit in the middle comfortably. No problem. It's actually a very comfortable back seat. No issues whatsoever. Head good all the way through. There's no hump in the roof or anything like that. So everything's good back here. Let's move up to the front. Now I really love the accenting on this. So this is the back door still. You get your leather, soft touch leather with your red stitching, and everything has this shiny black on it on the inside, and I think that is an excellent touch because, you know, we're hashtag no chrome, but there's a little bit of chrome here. But overall, there's a lot more black inside the cab than chrome for sure. All right, now we're up in the front, so you get your soft touch leather again with your red stitching. You get this cool shiny black handle, very neat. All your window switches are up here, and they are all auto, which is very cool. Coming on down to the side, you got your switches by your left knee, just a few there. Now, if you get a higher trim, this is all going to be covered in more buttons, but this is your basic right here because this is the TRD off-road. Coming up to the steering wheel, one thing I wish they would bring to the Tundra right here. Pretty much the same steering wheel as the Tundra, but on the Tundra, this is like a silver, like a flat silver. I would take this black over that 100%. We always do complain about too much silver and chrome in the Tundra when it is a sunshiny day and we're getting blinded, but we'll get to that in a minute. Here's your gauge cluster, very straight to the point. Your information screen gives you a bunch of different stuff you could look at here. That's your speed, doors, settings, nothing, average MPG, your current MPG, cruising range until you're empty on fuel, elapsed time, speed. I always keep it on the speed one, or I'm checking my fuel mileage. Those are the two main ones. A pretty basic layout here, but everything you need right there. It's not hard to look at, it's not hard to deal with. Gotta love it. Steering wheel controls, same on most Toyotas. Very simple, very easy to navigate through. Takes you about, I don't know, 5 minutes to learn, and then you're good. So now we're to the center stack here, which I think is one of the best looking center stacks. Excuse my water. Best looking center stacks on a Toyota vehicle. Everything is black. Even down here you got carbon fiber, if you can see that there. So this is the part where we always complain about the chrome on a Tundra, because it gets really bright and shines up at you. But everything in here is black. You got your shifter here for your four-wheel drive, which is awesome. You get the TRD shifter, just like the Tundra. It's a very comfortable shifter to lean on, way better than what comes in a lot of the other trims, Tundra and 4Runner. And then you get some basic controls here, but very simple. This is all your HVAC stuff right here, all your climate control. Just simple buttons and knobs. My favorite part about this is I don't have to look when I'm turning them on. I know what I got to do. Simple, easy. On some of the upper trims you have like a digital layout here, and then you got to kind of pay attention when you're hitting the buttons. This is simple, straight to the point, and the knobs are easy to turn if you were wearing gloves or something like that. Up here we have our navigation screen, our infotainment. I'm sorry about the light. Yeah, so my one complaint probably about this vehicle on the interior is this screen. Wish it was a little bit larger. I mean, it does what it's got to do. It's the same as the Tundra. The Tundra has a bigger screen, but the same functions and everything. You know, it's pretty much your basic layout, your basic setup. The screen does what it has to do. It's not that bad. I, again, just wish it was a little bit bigger. The classic Toyota controls, which I'm so glad they still have, power and volume, tune and scroll. Yes, you could do it down here, but it is just so much easier to do it up here as well. 2 massive vents to keep everybody comfortable, which is very cool. And then we come up here to our windshield, which now I'm talking about the windshield now, because it is on such a unique angle. It really does feel like a Jeep Wrangler to me when I'm in this. The seating position and everything. Coming up here, this is where you deal with your crawl control, all that kind of stuff, your rear diff, everything. This is cool that they put this in the TRD Off-Road along with the TRD Pro, because if you're buying a TRD Off-Road, you're probably going to take it off-road. You get that machined kind of aluminum, like a dark aluminum, almost a black there. I kind of like that. That's cool. This is cool. The dash, everything about the interior up front on the dash, I'm a huge fan of. It doesn't look cheap at all on any of it, and that's the great part. Down here you get a big glove box, which we definitely miss on the Tundra right there. It is cavernous, and you also get a center console that's very deep as well. Down here you got your automatic back window, so let me try to flip this around. Hopefully you can see this. That whole window goes all the way down, just like the Crew Max Tundra. One touch button, up and down, gotta love it. Okay, so this is where your heated seats would be if you were in a TRD Off-Road Premium or a Limited or that kind of thing. Obviously you get 2 good cup holders here. So everything about the interior is awesome. My favorite part is the seats. These are cloth, but look at that bolstering right there. Awesome, awesome bolstering. Gotta love that. These are probably the most comfortable seats I've been in when it comes to Toyota. This and the Camry. They were both, I can't remember if the Camry was fabric. I feel like the Camry had a little bit of fabric and a little bit of leather on it, but it's just the shape of the seats are a lot more comfortable than the Tundra, in my humble opinion. So that's pretty much the interior. Like I said, it's a very simple kind of setup, nothing crazy, nothing big. This is the kind of vehicle you're gonna buy, you know, if you're taking it off-road, if you're going on fishing trips. It's perfect. I feel like I could take this thing into the woods. I wouldn't feel like I have to do anything with it as far as, you know, worry too much about it. It can hold its own. It's that 4-liter V6 that we all know and love for all these years. Everything about it is, it's a classic feel. There's no, you know, what we always call the driving nannies of nowadays. You're not gonna have automatic braking. I think it could use some blind spot monitoring and rear park assist, that kind of thing only, but overall it doesn't have Toyota safety sense or anything like that, so you can take this thing into the woods and not worry about it auto braking on you. The vehicle can hold its own on dirt for sure, and everything inside is easy to deal with, and I feel like that is one of those things that some people want more technology. Well, this is for the people that just want a vehicle that takes them from point A to point B, basic controls, simple, and will last a lifetime, because I'm telling you, this vehicle will last a long time, especially that 4-liter V6 that we keep talking about. Thing's pretty bulletproof, and I would hate to see that engine go away. One thing that I want to note as I continually drive this all week long, I don't feel like the engine is lagging at all. In the SR5 Premium I tested last year, I felt like the engine and transmission were not working together to get me up to speed good and anything like that. So that's kind of how I feel about that. This has 11,000 miles on it. Maybe that made the difference, I'm not sure. So a quick overview of what you get. I have the window sticker here. A quick overview of what you get with this TRD off-road 4Runner. Once again, this is not the Premium. The Premium will give you the leather seats with the TRD stitched in the headrest. I think you get LED blinkers on the mirrors outside. You have the option of getting a moonroof. There are a couple things that are advanced in that, but I really think you should look at this first before you do anything crazy. Some of the add-ons on this, and at the end I'll take a picture of the actual window sticker and put it up for you guys to read all the standard stuff that is on a 4Runner. Right now I'm kind of looking at the added stuff, the optional equipment, if you will. So you're gonna get yourself the N-Tune Premium Audio with integrated navigation and app suite. So it's a little bit of an upgrade from the regular one, and that is a $345 add-on. You're also going to get the most important part of this vehicle, the KDSS system, which means Kinetic Dynamic Suspension System, $1,750 added on, but I'm telling you, it's worth every penny, okay? The SR5 Premium that I drove did not have that, and the 4Runner felt completely different. This thing feels great, it handles great. Not much brake dive. I mean, any vehicle that's this big, you're gonna get a little bit of brake dive, but it just feels, everything feels way more controlled when it comes to the suspension and the ride. I'm a big fan of this ride for sure. Running boards that we have out there, which seem pretty sturdy, like they could take a beating, $345. So that's the only stuff that's extra on this vehicle. So what you're kind of seeing is what you would get straight up if you were to buy a 4Runner without adding 800 things to it. And the price of this vehicle after processing and handling fee and all that, $40,235. What a great deal for a vehicle today. Now, if you're in the market for an SUV in this kind of size, I really think you should look at this. Don't overlook this. A lot of people overlook the 4Runner. It hasn't had an update in a while, but I'm telling you, the more I drive it around, the more I love it, the more it just feels to me like it belongs in the same category as the Jeep Wrangler. The Jeep Wrangler kind of has that character everybody knows and loves, and I feel like in the Toyota nation, if you will, that is what the 4Runner is. And this is one of those 4Runners that I think I would get over some of the higher trim ones, just because it has, like I said, everything I need if I was going for the adventure kind of thing, the off-roading, stuff like that. I'm not gonna want leather in an off-road truck, although it does come with Softex leather, so it's very easy to wipe off, and that is a good thing. But overall, I just feel like I could take this thing off-road, and you know, if it got a couple scratches on it, or if I got a stain on the interior, I wouldn't lose my mind. Like, I feel like it would have character dents on it and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think you're stopping this vehicle. Might put a little more of an aggressive tire on it if I was going some, you know, serious off-roading or in the mud or the sand or anything like that. But for on-road, so far, everything on-road is fantastic. And when you could take a vehicle that's pretty much built for adventures and off-road and bring it onto the road and have a pleasurable experience with it, for me, you get two very enthusiastic thumbs up on that one. So once again, I'll put this picture up at the end of the video so you can read everything about it, and you can read the stuff that comes in all the 4Runners and not just the added features. And you can let me know what you think. What would you want in your 4Runner? What do you want in your SUV? I know a lot of you guys are always in the market for an SUV as a second vehicle to your Tundra, so I would love to hear what it is you're looking for in an SUV. Have you considered the 4Runner? Let me know in the comments below this video. And if you have any questions, please ask. If I don't know the answer, I'm definitely going to get you the answer for sure. So once again, thank you to Toyota USA, Drive Shop, Toyota Motors North America, all of them for lending me this vehicle. It has been fun. I still have half a week, so we're still going to do some reviews. So if you guys want to see anything in particular, let me know. But until then, have a great day. Twitter and Instagram at TundraDude34, TundraDude34 at gmail.com. It's only 40 grand to get into a sick 4Runner. Go buy one.